Hey, what's up, guys? Anthony Sevens back again. I guess you can call this behind the scenes or, secrets revealed. However, some of you may or may not know that I do a lot of voice acting for independent directors and fan films and stuff. And one of the big requests that I always get is to do the voice of Darth Vader. And there's been quite a few people who have, they have been blown away by how I do Darth Vader. And then there are some people who kind of doubt, like, how do you do that? Do you digitally lower your voice? Or, I don't believe that that's you, and so on and so forth. So I thought it would be fun, at the very least, for me to actually show you step by step. So this might be a little bit of a lengthy video, so bear with me here. Step by step on how I accomplished to do a Darth Vader recording. So basically, I get requested to do Darth Vader, and I get a script. And what I never do, it does not matter how low you could get your voice, like, oh, I'm Darth Vader, the Force is with you. You can lower your voice all you want. It's not about just lowering your voice. It's about doing a somewhat decent impression of the man himself, of James Earl Jones. I never go at a recording like, okay, I'm going to do my best Darth Vader. No, you can do your best James Earl Jones. That's what I try to accomplish. And trying to figure that out is not just by studying his lines from the Star Wars universe. James Earl Jones has been around in entertainment for the longest time. I've watched all of his old movies, I've seen all of his live interviews, and I sit there and I study and I listen to him talk, and then I talk back, and so on and so forth, and I really studied his timbre, his pitch, the way he enunciates his words, and that's really the prime basis of doing a pretty good Darth Vader voice for any kind of fan film and whatnot. One of my biggest dreams one day is I want to do Darth Vader full time, professionally. Disney, here I am, man. I don't play, but no, I absolutely, it's my favorite voice to do in fan films. I have the most fun with it, and I guess it's because I'm a 5'6" little white Italian guy, who's able to do this stuff and do it rather well. So not only does it impress other people, but I'm even impressed by the outcome of how things turn out. So anyways, so I got my little recording studio set up here, and I just got, it's a MacBook, and I got my condenser mic. It's a blue Nessie. It's nothing high-end, spectacular, anything. But again, when I go to read Darth Vader lines, I just do my best James Earl Jones impression. And once you got that, that's where really good Darth Vader voiceovers come from. I don't do any digital lowering, anything. So this is what I do. I'm just going to push record, and I'm going to start mumbling a bunch of shit for you, okay? So, record, it's going, and then I just lower my voice. And then you get a real big attitude. No, I am your father. Search your feelings. The Emperor has known this to be true. Stuff like that. Or Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom. My son works. And I figured out by listening to his interviews and stuff, and the way he enunciates things and pronounces things, so on and so forth, and that's the best way to do it. And then when you do Darth Vader, you give it a little attitude, and sometimes you go low, and sometimes you get powerful, and you just go at it like that. So now that I've recorded my James Earl Jones lines, I'm going to hit stop, and then the next step in this is really cool. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go, and I'm going to duplicate, I'm going to make another audio roll, and then I'm going to go back up to the first track that I record here, and I'm going to copy the whole thing, go below it, and click paste. Now I'm an idiot because I didn't line it up properly. So I'm going to go back, here we go. So I'm going to copy, I'm going to paste that. So now I have two equal lines of the exact same line that I just recorded. So you get two of the same. So now what I want to do is I want to stretch this out a little bit, a lot of bit, and I'm just going to kind of slightly just scooch over this bottom section here, the bottom line. You're just going to just kind of, just a little bit. until you can hear in your headphones when things start to sound like Darth Vader. And that's like step number one. If you did the voice right and you slide it over just to the, it might take you a few minutes to figure out where exactly that second line it needs to line up, but you'll start hearing the Darth Vader voice right away. So hold on, I'm going to listen in my headphones, and then I'll actually show you when I'm done. So, all right, so I'm listening. Okay, so I've got it somewhat decently in my headphones to where it's very Darth Vader identifiable. So now that I have got this little robotic tweak going on just from offsetting the two lines, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little touch of ambience to both lines, just a little touch, and then I listen back. And I'm going to add a little bit of reverb. And then the next step that I do is I add low ends. You're going to add that bassiness to the voice. And you just really tweak with ambience, slight reverbs. You don't really want to add echoes. So I'm going to actually show you what I did here and unplug everything. It's exciting. And I'll kind of toy with it as we go along here. Okay. All right, let's see what we got.
Chords going, and then I just lower my voice, and then you get a real big attitude. No, I am your father. Search your feelings. The Emperor has known this to be true. You know, stuff like that. Or Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom. My son works. Record, it's going, and then I just lower my voice, and then you get a real big attitude. No, I am your father. Search your feelings. The Emperor has known this to be true. You know, stuff like that. Or Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom. My son works. You know, and you just, I figured out by listening to his interviews and stuff, and the way he enunciates things and pronounces things, you know, so on and so forth, and that's the best way to do it. And then when you do Darth Vader, you give it a little attitude, and sometimes you go low, and sometimes you get powerful, and you just go at it like that. So now that I've recorded my James Earl...
See, and that's pretty much it. So it's doing your best impression of James Earl Jones as the core, because, I mean, you listen to James Earl Jones talk, it sounds like Darth Vader no matter what he's doing. So, I mean, that's really the secret and the key, and once you're able to figure that out, then you go in with your recordings and your lines, and, you know, you record all the different Vader lines a bunch of different ways until things sound good, and then you just keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking until, like, I have a poster of Darth Vader over here, my Return of the Jedi poster from 1983, and, you know, when I'm done with the lines and I'm listening back, I'll stare at the poster, and if I can hear that picture of Darth Vader talking back to me, then it's like, all right, I did it right, I did it right. And it's not perfect every time. I'm not like the master of all masters when it comes to doing Vader stuff. But, you know, sometimes I'll have to go and re-record things, and, you know, shit happens. It's the world of voice acting. And sometimes my voice doesn't want to cooperate, whatever. But I just thought I wanted to share that with you guys, and anyways, it's all I really got for you. So this is Anthony Seven signing off. Until we meet again, please take care of yourself and take care of each other.